victory than we saw. It was great that Mousesports clawed their way back into it. I feel like Fnatic, the way they're performing, we're seeing great levels from Crims, especially. Brought on that Creed's looking fantastic. It's down to the AWP. If JW's too aggressive here, I feel like you could give up too much. But for me, Fnatic, they're taking the second round.
Yeah, well, when we did watch Mousesports beat Astralis the other day, it was down to the heroics of Carrigan having some massive clutches, massive impact there. We've highlighted in Overpass. We need it again in Dust 2. The in-game leader needs to step up with some phenomenal calling here and hope that his stars can show up and shine right now, because I'm leaning towards Fnatic. I'm liking what I'm seeing. The Swedes are back in action, and let's get it underway.
Let's get it on then. A rematch of Season 10 Grand Finals, this time online, this time perhaps a different result. Mousesports, they've got Season 10 trophy in the cabinet, and the Season 11 sits behind us here in the Cologne studio into the pistol.
Yeah, bear in mind, they got the 3-0 clean sweep there in Season 10. So Mousesports feeling the pain after that first one. We're moving to Dust 2 now. It's a slow start. No crazy fragging to kick things off for JW with the flank towards long. Mousesports are 4 players there. Flashbangs in hand as well. They could get caught out. Flash towards top of middle. They will hear that coming. JW also T-spawn instead.
Okay, so they've got 2 smokes for the cross. It makes sense, but a loose cannon in all of this is Frozen. He's gonna be eventually ending up as the pincer on B, catching the rotates perhaps by doors. For now, it's Flusher who's been getting the information. He's only actually seen Rops, but with the smoke blooming and now a shoulder spotted, he's going to be calling and playing back for the retake. Falling out of the site, letting them have it, and going to perhaps pincer in with the boosted movement, but Carrigan's destabilized that. A 4v5.
Yep, no chance of the boost now. A jump shot would do it though, and he's going for it. Golden lands a couple of shots, denies the plant initially, but it will go down. Frozen though, towards the middle doors. Does he get a kill here? Apparently not. Bomb planted, and the retake begins. There is a kit down in CT spawn, recovered by Golden, and here comes the retake now. Turtling up on the bomb site. Voxic trying to find the attention for Chris J to swing out and punish when they get close.
He's doing well to keep them at bay. They want less duel, and he's doing well to keep them interested but not go down. This is his entire objective. The clock is Mousesports' best friend here. Half gone. Now closing in, and Flusher finally does punish the Woxic jiggle. Chris J's low and has managed to find one with the Glock. Rops and Carrigan standing tall, 2 on the site, 1 on the site. It's all down to Flusher, and he's been tapped away at by the ever-precise Rops. Double kill from him. That P250 investment pays off.
We see a lot of A retakes come through, and Fnatic managing to find that first incision. Unfortunately, wasn't quite enough there. It was down to Carrigan. The fact he denied that boost to actually find the plants as well was very important. We saw Rops, P250 and armor combination as well. That's why he's got it for a bit of range, the one-tap potential, and it's certainly realized. As we get to the second round, we do have the force buy from Fnatic, and those scouts have been a massive talking point of EPL this season. Will they be able to bounce back with a force buy of their own? Golden investigating towards T-spawn. Nothing there for now, but a player could be re-peeking. That'll be Voxic on his scouts. Waits to T-spawn now. He's got the bomb on his back as well. He needs to be very careful here. Yeah,
I feel like they were almost firing off those shots from JW to bait the fight, to have the Golden peak a little lower down. But with Woxic's position, he cannot be caught by the CT peeking closed doors, and so he is safe and sound. Chris J, he's always been a little bit of a believer in the MP7. He's brought it back out. Not an SMG we get to see too often.
This is really scary. Yesterday, Mouse, they suffered a lot of tags. They actually had a 2-on-4 situation where they needed Carrigan to bail them out of this exact situation. This time round, they've gone almost a minute without taking any damage whatsoever. So much better signs here. They can set up towards Catwalk and go for a clean execute onto the bomb site.
The problem is, Chad, there are still 3 smokes available for the CT side, and Incendiary as well. There won't be a whole lot left to speak of for Mousesports once they fully commit to this. Smoke down the side, Molotov will land a Goose. Good damage to JW. They finish him off, and Golden had one chance there to find a quick headshot. Doesn't find him, and surely goes down here.
Yeah, he had no idea. He was going to get overwhelmed, overrun. Bollen, this flash actually looks promising. Rops has eaten it completely, and he's tucked himself in the corner and wins the duel. Damn, I thought Bollen had done enough there, but played the survival well enough. Vision restored and frag found. Rops keeps hold of his AK.
Certainly does. That's going to be the round as well. 5 versus 2. Flusher left alone as Crims is found towards long. Good recovery from Rops. Fully flashed towards top of middle, makes it work.
Big problem here for Fnatic going forward. If Flusher goes down, if he isn't able to hold on to these and they can't do any damage with their eco in the following, you start to ask some questions about that first gun round that's just around the corner, which will be coming in round number 4. Fnatic will have a lower buy, right? They won't have all the goodies. They won't have all the utility. They won't have a double AWP set up.
They haven't done that move where they've kept the AWP at $1,000 like usual. So
it's all in. It's been an all-in approach here. So
Yeah.
that first gun round means that if Mousesports keep it clean in this one right here, they can hold on to these SMGs, these lower purchases of weapons, and then punish what is most likely the lack of head armor in the following. So let's see how the flow-on effects of Fnatic not even finding any damage on their force buy goes. Normally when you force buy, it's close rounds, you know, you're getting a couple tags. Here, it was almost flawless from Mousesports. So a great approach from them here and avoiding what almost happened yesterday.
Well, it is going to be round number 3, just the scouts and some residual utility. It's going to be Flusher dropping the scout over to JW. He had a CZ as well, so he still has the incendiary, the HE grenade, brought him with the flash, hoping they take long. And they actually have, so that flash could be working out for them here. Carrigan, though, sprays the first player down. Rops will join in, but Crims picks one up. Doesn't look good for the round itself, but causing a bit of damage is always welcomed. As Chris J continues to find player after player here, the MP7 working out very nicely for him. Final kill should be coming in, and there it is. A nice headshot to close things out, find a 3-0. A flying start here for Mousesports. And like we said, the money is going to be weak for Fnatic. They can't go for a double orb setup. They might not even be able to justify a single sniper going into this first gun round. And they can't. So the AUG for Brolan.
A single kit. Oof.
Yeah, this one here is a tough one, right? Because Mousesports can throw anything, including the kitchen sink at Fnatic right here if they would like. They're pacing, it's up to them. They can go really slow, they can milk out the utility, they can go really fast and throw caution to the wind.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. At least Fnatic went for helmets, I'll say that much. The MP7 not going to be as potent. Same story for the Galil. And there's no AWP on the T side yet. Woxic with the scout. So still a fighting chance here for Fnatic. Default though, 2 players top and middle. 2 towards tunnels, 1 watching long. Stand as it gets, really. Initial smoke to draw out some utility. As Chad mentioned, this round is going to be a little bit strange. Mousesports will likely pounce as a 5-man unit, do something a little bit faster pace. And that one smoke suggests they could be going towards B, so it does force out a bit of a response here from Fnatic. They're jumping in with the HE grenades, the flashes, and they're coordinating back towards B, feeling like they've baited out enough. Same smoke will go in. And a flashbang to follow, potentially. Is this the full commitment now?
It must be, right? This is so coordinated. A re-smoke, though, do you respect it?
They can wait.
Shave 30 seconds off. They want to walk through. A flash does enable Chris J to come out, and he's fully into the site. Brolan hasn't even pulled the trigger yet. Not sure what's going on with Chris. May have caught a flash of his own. But now Brolan can stand vigilant. Smoke's fading. Frolin's Frozen and Rops both taking the fights, and now they arrive in the kill feed. Missed spray from Brolan does clip the head of Frozen. And so with Woxic and Rops, do evade the spray through the doors, but the numbers favoring Fnatic in such a large way.
Yeah. Will they be able to even get the bomb down at this point? I'm not sure. So much damage being inflicted. A smoke down towards the doors, a chance to plant the C4, but do they just run through at this point knowing that one player has been taken out of the equation?
Oh,
they do!
did.
And it works out. Fnatic keep 3 players alive here. A must-win round considering the circumstances. In the fourth buy in the second, they enter with no sniper, but they'll leave with some AK-47s here. Lovely stuff there from Fnatic. Good retake, and that's a good pound set. Knowing the plant's coming in, it's 3.5 seconds, that player's removed. They had the plant then, so you might as well swing it together, isolate the one player that's defending, and once they've done that, which they did very well, the round is over. They keep 3 players alive.
That's a very important kill there from Crims as well. If his teammate had dropped that magic number of 3, wouldn't have been surviving for Fnatic, and then dropping guns across going into round number 5 would have been much more difficult. We know Mousesports are strapped for cash. They got the plant, they had the bonus rounds, and look at this. They've got the aggression straight down middle here.
Ready for a fast-paced round. Straight up towards short. And flash out, nowhere to be seen. Smoke goes down. Going to take the pace off slightly as well as Fnatic readjust. Peeling off players from the long position. Focusing their efforts towards short. I think they want to claim this territory.
They've got to move. There's nades being lined up here. This looks like Fnatic know exactly what Mousesports want to do.
Oh, the flashes are beautiful.
Deep flash for even the player playing close. And then the Molotov, and then the push. He's so blind, Carrigan can't do anything. That's the move. Woxic, Chris J, all under scrutiny. It's actually going to be Chris to fall next. Flush has found one straight through the smoke, and he's not quite done leaping through. He's found his third. There's nothing Robs can do or say.
He's found his mojo as well. That's a classic Flusher maneuver. 3 kills found. And Golden will chime in as well. A clean sweep here from Fnatic, answering straight back. Even doing a little bit of damage themselves with looks things there. I'm not sure how Flusher took so much, but either way, still alive. 45 seconds here. Woxic to hold the AWP. I don't think he will. Nice shot. They know where he is now. Do they want to hunt him? It's up to Crims to nail the shot towards the cross. Doesn't quite nail it, but he does find the kill.
Now check this out, guys. This was the move right here from Fnatic in the site. They even had a smoke that didn't land. This is assuming to drop and cut off any other players who might be trying to cover, but this is fantastic. This is a pre-rehearsed move. We haven't seen this one come out of the Fnatic camp so far. They're looking ready today.
Is that because you feel like they lost long control early on and they felt like they had to reclaim territory towards shore? That was very well done, very procedural, making sure that the flashes especially were so overwhelming. Karrigan didn't stand a chance. The Molotov landing towards that lineup position as well for the catwalk smoke, it's a thing of beauty. As we'll see those 3 AK-47s on the CT side. Now, the residual AWP for Woxic. See whether this investment of his will be enough to win the round. Remember, he did go down, so he's had to spend a lot of money to bring this AWP out. But he is one of those superstar AWPers. Deagles and a sniper kill from him can be more than enough. They're going to try and set him up here. They're not going to run boost Woxic, but try and take the attention away towards short so he can hit the shot. No one there, but JW waits at the car.
We've seen them win more than enough rounds with the hero AWP. And even on the T side, Woxic can clear this A site. Already getting across. This is huge from Mouse. They're doing so much with so little. Getting across, some missed shots from JW. He's trying to retreat. One bullet will do from the pistol. This time it's Chris J. Brollan looking to pick up the pieces. Woxic's shot is everything. Their chances are still present. As more bodies are dropped, Rops and Karrigan, both with the P250, have actually connected. Golden's got to clutch it. He knows there's an AWPer on site. He knows there's a likely presence long. That smoke is perfect to enable him to separate them into 2 1v1s. Jumping for info, gets it. Knows Rops is going to be trying to contest and support. And Woxic will connect. Wow, Mousesports, pistols and an AWP, and they actually convert.
Really well played there. Mousesports getting it done. The bait towards short, the smokes came down, and JW couldn't hit the shots there. Overwhelmed. You saw this Deagle just make their way up towards the A site. As soon as you miss one shot there on that cross, you're in trouble. If they get close for the bomb site, they start planting. He got no one there to defend. He had no one on the ramp with him. Crims did well to get 2 kills here, but the backstab from Rops really did seal the deal here. Lovely work from Woxic. A hero AWP. Gets 2 kills with it, wins the round, and knocks Fnatic onto a US Air Force tactical timeout here. It's their first one so far, Dust 2. Scoreline 4-2 overall. You can see why they have to call this time out, because the money is in a pretty compromised position. Flash it down to just the FAMAS. Golden with a CZ. They do have the AWP at JW. See whether he can step up here. Unable to connect the dots in the previous round. Karrigan has a double AWP setup on the T side of Dust 2 here.
Yeah, worrying signs in the early stages of Dust 2 for JW, 0 and 5 right now, and Frozen also 0 and 4. We saw some struggles from Frozen over there on Overpass, whiffing a couple of sitters that he would normally be taking home every day. So we'll keep our eyes on those two and see how they progress. But it will be the 4-man A-Lean coming out from Fnatic, and Karrigan getting inquisitive towards tunnels.
Yeah, B-Split looks likely to be on the menu tonight. Chris J's already got out those mid doors, waiting for rotating players. He might have one. There was a chance for a kill there, but he lets it slip by. Or does he?
The timing on that.
That's beautiful.
That really punished Brollan. You could see he kind of considered it, switched to his nades, and Golden actually doing huge work with the CZ. How does he lock down and defend B against a full buy with a CZ? I don't know.
Oh, JW's given up the advantage though, pushing off short after they just got a 4-on-3. He's lost his AWP though. That was for nothing. Those CZ kills might be in vain at this point.
Oh no. And a Molotov stops Crim's swing out CT. He can't really take that risk, take that sound cue.
And these are the sort of pushes from JW were highlighted in the pregame. If they start coming through, he gets too aggressive in these key scenarios, they can cost rounds, and this is a very important one. They fully invested here. They get the first 2 kills required towards B, but now I'm not sure they can even consider this.
This might, I mean, you know, talking about playing the percentages on Dust 2. Well, looks like Fnatic want to at least inquire as to what the situation is, and well, that's bloodshed. 2 players swinging into short, both met by lead. Will be 5 for Mousesports on Dust 2. T side as well. I'll remind you that we have been seeing quite the upswing in T halves and leads, big T leads on Dust 2.
Yeah, for sure. And Mousesports so good at getting that massive round. The AWP, the pistols, has led them to this position here. Fnatic will be down to just an eco going forward after this one. The loss bonus of $2,400. They had the opening picks. The CZ kills were found, and JW gives his AWP up. Had he just played the passive line there, the catwalk position, dropped off, bought some time, that would have been enough. But the wide swing after 2 kills found in B, that was not the play. This was, though. This was fantastic from Golden. It was lucky the second player was the AWP. As soon as he misses 1 shot, he's in. Should have been the round, though. That should be a round-winning play.
Yeah, you would imagine. And going to be feeling the ramifications of losing that one. Just thrown into a FAMAS on Flusher from the save, and a couple of HEs maybe towards Long. Karrigan's evaded that. He's only lost a single point of his armor to that HE, so not 300 bucks well spent, that's for sure. This nade, however, could do a little better. Chris J could catch it. He's playing very far back, though. He knows the options for the CTs are limited. He doesn't need to give them any additional chances. Golden, so good with the CZ, has upgraded to the Deagle for his next round on the Eco.
This is going to be too little too late for Fnatic. The fact they haven't gone for any aggression on this low buy is a big issue right here. We have Mousesports doing the classic Na'Vi towards Long. They postured, they waited for any re-aggression. Now they're just making sure they clear out all the common spots, common angles, make sure nobody's posing for information. Chris J's smoke over towards Xbox. It's going to be a little bit late because they've already pushed through the mid doors, but I'm sure at this point, Fnatic already know what's up and they're locked out.
We'll see what happens here. The smokes are down, they're looking very good indeed, and Fnatic can only sit back and wait. Looking for their chance to strike. They've got an HE grenade for the A ramp, but I'm not sure they can even get through these smokes. Maybe a boost would get them out of this mess, but it looks very good for Mousesports right now.
Yeah, they're even throwing in extra flashes just to ensure the smoke pushes are questioned, and Chris was not expecting that. JW, Woxic cannot miss this shot. He doesn't. That's a step in the right direction. They cannot afford now to be too paranoid about short. That smoke is everything. Now they can focus their attention towards any boosts, any CT maneuvers, and they are, speaking of boosts, getting into a position where they could try and set Flusher up for some frags here, drawing the fire, but Flusher can't deal with it, and that's so much information. He knows there's more down there, and a massacre as they try and exit CT.
Nice work from Mousesports there. Stay patient, aware of all the areas of danger, especially that boost as well. Well handled by Karrigan. Golden resides in CT spawn, should be taken care of in due course as well. He has got the FAMAS.
He's going to go down.
Yeah, he's going to go down on the blast regardless, right? I think even in that corner, he's in trouble. Yeah, so there it is. He's going to lose the FAMAS, and 4 players survive for Mousesports. That's now going to be 6-2. Money
Full
not great
somersault
either.
from Golden, though.
Yeah.
You've got to give him an extra point for that.
I'll give him 10 out of 10 for the finish. But Karrigan certainly dismantling the defense there. 6-2. Money will enable JW to bring out a glass cannon AWP or go for Kevlar and no nades. The opts for the former. Gets himself a smoke and an HE. His AWP 1 in 7 right now in terms of kills and deaths. Hasn't really got going. Mousesports certainly have.
What's Flusher going to buy here? He spent 4K on armor.
A pistol, a 5.7 probably, or maybe a revolver with 650 to get that out.
A full set of nades.
Has he got a gun down? Perhaps?
Potentially he could have been dropped a gun in spawn here. No.
It's going to have to be a CZ then.
Okay. So this is, once again, we still haven't seen Fnatic have a full buy, right? Even that second round they won, it was still a little bit compromised.
Looks like he might be.
Surely a P250, a CZ.
Buy something. Oh, there was an MP9 on the floor. Right. We couldn't see it. Our eyes. We have been talking about needing glasses.
Well, one today, just in case.
Oh, well, then we still have a problem.
Didn't help out. So either way, Woxic, AWP, great lead for Mousesports so far, but can they keep it up? Remember, they won the pistol and that 3-0 conversion. Fnatic not known for their frugality in Counter-Strike. Quick beat split on the agenda here. Crims is aware of it. Sprays through the smoke, no damage done. Takes a flash to the face. Maybe a nade as well.
Re-smoking CT to try and keep the CTs stationary.
They only have 1 smoke left, and we still have a minute left in the round. This is wild. They have dumped a lot of their utility very early here, Mousesports.
So Karrigan has enough for the catwalk smokers. Sure, we saw him just line that up. Opting to smoke down towards that CT spawn instead. Indeed. So at this point, Crims knows he'll have a bit of vision towards short. AWP is there. JW hasn't hit many shots so far, but this is his chance.
Oh, the spray from Crims is nuts. Plugs Chris J out of the air despite starting with his target on Karrigan. And speaking of the devil, he strikes again. Back of JW turned and access to the site granted.
That was just 1 smoke, bear in mind. They had really nothing there, and JW had almost 0 idea. Yeah, he could be flanked from the A ramp. They really are not holding onto this bomb site very well at all. Rob certainly is, though. 3 versus 2. MP9 towards Long, waiting for a chance to steal away this AWP from Karrigan. Whether that chance will be realized is another question altogether, because Karrigan's been very patient. Watching the long doors, he'll still hit the shot.
Karrigan's in some good form today. Early scenes over there in Overpass, and now here on Dust 2, continuing to pile up the frags. 11 to his name, the most in the server right now.
Again.
Rops has got 10, so He's trying to keep up with the in-game leader. He's doing his best right now. It's a big round to win. That was another full investment. All the money from Fnatic. It's been squandered once again.
Yeah, they can't get anything going on at all. This is what I'm talking about. So they've got no one protecting JW. Normally you have someone on the side being baited in, kind of ducking and weaving around the utility. But JW now been caught out twice from the basic A execution. I say that with punctuated only because at this point, one smoke, a couple of flashes, that surely is enough for JW to pick up at least one kill there. Shut down again. Remember, he had no armor. And scouts are being drawn. P250s a 5-7. They've partially invested once again. They've reached maximum loss bonus, but can they find any success with the 5-7s here?
Oops. Molotov's left side. Often designed to bounce onto the right. More common close corner and more close corners to be Molotov'd. JW forced into the action and he's met by Carrigan's spray. There's more around the corner. It's Crims who's managed to find a good one with the 5-7. Numbers for Mouse though, 4v3. They'll take the advantage and they'll run with it. Talking of running, perhaps straight up short. Exposed, Golden with his scout. They change their mind and start dashing towards the open B site.
Well, that's going to be the round, surely, as they do so much damage there towards CT Spawn. The flashbangs are coming in as well. Golden just hoping he can find one kill before he's dropped. Just 3 points of health to his name. Bomb to be planted right now. And a lovely shot from Carrigan, continuing this strong form. Can he get a hat-trick here? Oh, that's the shot he was looking for. Won't get anything more than that, but still a great effort nonetheless. Carrigan with 2 kills in the round, Frozen with 2 as well. And the money back on track for Fnatic. Will we see the double orb set up, though? I don't think they can even justify it.
Well, the AWP hasn't been working for them at all,
No.
right? It doesn't even feel like I've remembered them getting any AWP kills.
Like, I think we saw JW tested on long once, and it was with the pistols. He missed his shots. They were punished, and they lost the round.
That's right.
That's the only time the AWP could have swung it for Fnatic.
Well, they'll take another tactical timeout now. Their second. Golden yet to invest, 4,400. Might go for the UMP, opts the M4 instead of no helmet.
Just one kit again here, so they're more than happy just to limp into these rounds with one defuse kit. If Brolin goes down and the kit gets isolated, remember that for post-plant situations. But look as well, the creeks come out in Rops' hands here. That's a little bit early.
Yeah, it was working out for them on overpass, to be honest, so why not?
And when they were playing Astralis on Dust 2, they pulled it out in the last few rounds and even caught Magisk on the cross to B.
That's right.
That was that Carrigan got that kill as well, I think? Yeah, that was kind of insane after losing 16-1 the day before. Either way, Robs makes his way out towards long now. Cross towards the pit is clear. The smoke's at the corner, but Flusher through the smoke, he finds him an advantage. Just what they needed, to be honest. They haven't found many of those so far.
Yeah, they'll take what they get. Straight through the smoke. Flusher, good read, but Carrigan just charging out the doors. What's going on with this man? He is just finding such a resurgence in form. 2 CTs to deal with. He's already taken down JW. He's doing it all himself. He just does have pressure from the doors as well. He's going to have to be worried about the Flusher push. Does duel out with Golden. Perfectly flashed. Trade comes in from Flusher. First on long, second from doors. He's all over the map. But the CTs have lost A, and Woxic has taken down that single kit. Brolin dropping it in CT.
Yeah. Limbs in a smoke. It's desperate at this stage. You have no kits, 1 flashbang, and they've got a 3 versus 2. There is a chance they win this, but Frozen gets up top. And this has been such a great position in EPL so far. Overlooked so many times, maybe again, as he does swing out. Flusher finds him, back to the 2-on-2. AWP available towards long on Voxic, but the flashbang catches him. They don't cross over, but Flusher's got a challenge. I think he gets his kill, no problem. Have they bounced back at this point? They certainly have.
Ace.
Fnatic break the spell of 5 rounds in a row. It's an ace for Flusher. He opened things up with a kill through the smoke and continues to find every single kill after.
Wow, he did everything for them. And of course, that's easy to say when there's 5 kills next to his name. But truly, I mean, for the opening kill, he then rotated through to CT to catch Carrigan on the duel with Golden. I mean, let's see them all. This is a sequence from Flusher. He could understand that with the long smoke down, it was a threat, caught Rops, and these last few frags, this adjustment into Frozen something but dropping, so that Woxic's scope was going to be a very hard adjustment for him to hit. Lovely play.
Not sustainable, though. You can't ask Flusher to get an ace every single round.
True.
And going to have to pull their socks up, generally speaking. JW especially, 1 in 10. We talked about that. Going into this best of 5, he sometimes has these performances where he's over-aggressive, not hitting his shots. He'll be tested here and misses another sitter. By his standards, that player should be dead.
Yeah, now he's got a lot to juggle, a lot of plates to spin. Golden's filling the gap in mid as the smokes have come over, but so do Mousesports tagging up Carrigan. He looks to reposition.
Buys some time in the incendiary, and his teammates can reposition there. Golden, nice idea, gets through the smoke, but greeted by a bullet, and it still can't find these orb shots. Legs Chris J through the wall.
He's tagged 2 of them this round. At least he's getting some assists, and there they come. 2 kills. Mousesports dropped. Should very well be the CT round, but they are making good legway towards the A site. Flusher just wants to end it all straight through the Molotov and straight into Woxic with a nade in his hands. Just pantsers him live in a grand final, and Flusher's just furious.
I like that a lot. Flusher with 3 kills once again. JW, sure, still 1 in 10, Chad, but he got 2 tags there at least.
Yeah.
Contributed, that was enough.
He opened the door for that aggressive long push to come in from Crims right there to get the kill on the flank. So he didn't add anything to his tally, but he assisted them in winning that round right there. So good stuff. If he hits those shots, it'll make it even easier for his teammates going forward. But this half is still salvageable right now for Fnatic as they now post 4. This is possible for them to get 7.
Yeah, Alex already stated, in today's CSGO, Dust 2 lends itself to a fast T side that's momentum-based. The money's the main issue on the CT side usually. The weak buys don't yield much fruit, and we'll see whether we can actually string a few rounds together for Fnatic. They've now got 2 in a row. Looking for an 8-7 scoreline if possible. They now have a double AWP set up. Golden and JW is their final formers where they want to be. Flash over and a peek from JW, 1 in 10 still. Woxic has nailed him so far. This time, JW's starting to wake up. Second frag found, 5-on-4 advantage. Flash to be tested in the pit.
A crucial frag. Round 13, map 2. You really have got a chance here as Fnatic with an opening frag could close this gap. 8-7 sounds a whole lot better than 11-4.
Yeah, got to deal with this player towards blue bin. That's Chris J. And the timing couldn't be better. Oh, the shot could have been, to be fair. And Carrigan now low. Flashbangs being exchanged. The smoke not required. Flash is trying to buy some time.
He can play around that a little bit and choosing to take the fight. It's ballsy from Flusher, but he lives on. He's done well to slow and to quell the long control of Mouse, but
There's always a suggestion he could jump up through that smoke on towards the ledge as well and be on the left-hand side. They're not sure.
If he just lives, look at how much time he's buying. All he has to do is stay alive here. He is doing an absolutely gargantuan task here of just holding Mousesports at bay. What's the plan?
That CT smoke that's just coming as well means they have to face check it from the ledge. Will have the advantage. You know, have a full body exposed. And that's going to have to be the first Carrigan. He's the one that lobs the sniper down in towards the pit. And Flusher just whittling down the time. The round's over. They've got 10 seconds. He's done so much work there and only got 1 kill.
That's 3 rounds in a row Flusher has won for Fnatic.
Stalemate right there. That's that one there. Look, they couldn't get back because they were scared about him picking. They couldn't leave him because it should be a free kill once he's isolated in that scenario. But he just did so much. That's like anchoring the pit on Inferno. You know, we talk about playing around that bike. He's done the same thing with the pit position.
And with an underhand smoke.
Yeah, that smoke towards the top, it means they can't just take a nice little face check with just their head exposed, right? Making it a really difficult shot for him. He'd actually have the advantage. They'd be shooting down. He'd be looking up at a full body. He does a lot of damage, finds out where they are, and then as soon as he drops the smoke, that's when the round changes. His teammate then doubles down, gives him the secondary smokes. That's 30 seconds board alone. And this is where Flusher really gets inside their heads. That's a beautiful round from him. 3 in a row, to be fair. Only needs 1 kill in that one, and a lot of Mousesports players survive. So they've still got cash here, but the bank accounts are running thin. Yeah, everyone fully invested here.
They lose this, they get 2,900 going into the last round of the half, which is going to, well, without a plant, mean that it'll just be the pistols unless they save weapons again. So Fnatic, they're doing a fantastic job, or at least should we say Flusher, at stealing this one back and making it competitive.
I said it wasn't sustainable, but apparently it's good for 3 rounds.
Yeah,
the Flusher show.
The Flusher delivery.
Yeah.
3 whole rounds brought by 1 player in your squad. You can't complain. And JW tested.
They've had some absolute blunders thrown in the mix there as well. Baited out by the footsteps of Carrigan. Yields 2 kills from Mousesports. 5 versus 3, back into the B split. They're going to catch transitioning players, and they know it, but Golden's got the sniper. He nails his first shot, they got a chance, but he doesn't get anywhere near. He's in trouble now.
No scope into one, and he's getting pressed by the other. Chris J's locked him out of the sight. Ring around a rosy, pressure everywhere, and not so rosy for Fnatic as it comes in. Woxic's final frag, 9-5. Final round of the first half on Dust 2. Let's see if the 6th is within reach. Mousesports avoid the economic downturn that you were talking about. And we'll have everything they desire for the final round. Look at the ADR on Carrigan for this half. My goodness, he's done it again.
He has had a mammoth performance out there. Really excellent work. Very confident as well. Assertive pushes through the double doors, making his way up short, single-handedly dismantling defenses on the A site. He's been fantastic there. The in-game leader shining brightly. In comparison, Golden, on the other side, 7-11. hasn't got as many kills. Between Flusher that's been leading the charge there. The only player that's really kept them alive, to be honest with you. Crims with a solid contribution, but JW on Dust 2 as a sniper towards the A side of the map with 2 kills so far. It's just not good enough.
You need to be hitting a couple more shots than that, old JW. But, you know, we have to note for Brolin and old mate Golden having to rotate over towards that A site time and time again.
Oh, yeah, of course.
It's a tough retake. There's a lot of corners to have to clear here. So if Fnatic can get 6 to end this half, they'll be very happy with that. They'll be happy with the turnaround. I think they'd probably even be happy with 5, considering how this game's been looking. Limping into the last round, Flusher, the man with all the action, he'll be left with only an MP9. So let's see if he can make some magic with that one. As Karrigan, he's fast out long.
He's done it again, and he's got the kill. Amazing scenes here from Karrigan.
He's a beast. Plucking Chris J out of the air, and JW takes 2. Crims is there for quick support, and wow, just like that, the round is not yet over, but Woxic has a chance to make a statement. A 1 versus 3, leaping into the site to try and close out the gap on Flusher. He has played this so well, though, because Woxic's just assuming it's clear, and he can collect the frag with an open mind. 9-6. Mousesports, they are on the advantage in Fnatic's territory. This is a fragging turf. Mousesports picked it and are doing work. Will they equalize, or will Fnatic 2-0 to start this best of 5?
Claiming that we the one, never one-on-one. Teamwork till we done. Sent on a mission, we got ambition. Never scared, we won't run. Never one and done. Some sit back and some like to hunt. I pick my teammates up when they fall. And if I ball, we all ball. Crashing balls, crossovers and all. Just call us the balls. Don't fear nothing, call us galore. Serving them all. We outside, we barely indoors because we gave it everything when we had nothing. Gave it everything when we had nothing. Holding on by a thread, couldn't grab nothing. Seems we moved on to a better place. Shine away from the shade. But now that we're here, ain't no going back. This is the moment to go. This is the moment to shine. This is the moment to show. Show me the rocks you can climb. This is the moment to feel the path like you legally blind. I can promise this is ours cause we built for this, kill for this. Pushing buttons, do it quick, push it off and do assist. Oh, y'all think we new to this? Pound for pound, break it down. Watch what we gon' do with this. Teamwork got us fluid with. Make y'all look like sewages. Gave it everything when we had nothing. Gave it everything when we had nothing. Holding on by a thread, couldn't grab nothing. Seems we moved on to a better place. Shine away from the shade. But now that we're here, ain't no going back.
The grand finals of season 11, Dust 296. Mousesports do have the advantage, but a little discussion in that break. Seems Henry and Chad have a sneaking suspicion there's more Fnatic to show on Dust 2.
I think so. Some good signs of life there, especially from the likes of Flusher.
My
so
goodness.
many great moments there. The huge ace, keeping them alive in 3 rounds there, and they close things off with a 9-6 half. Actually a serviceable performance considering the T-side bias we have right now in Dust 2. If they win this pistol, they're right back into the action here, and we have got Frozen. challenging towards that position in middle, but no damage inflicted, but certainly lots towards B. Brolan, great shot there towards the bomb site. Frozen, he's challenged once again. Finds his feet on the B bomb site, and they're pushing off towards short as well. Fnatic might recalibrate, go towards long.
Look at him, he's just moonwalking up, and that shot is all over. Crims, he's just lost the bomb. It was so separate. They thought they'd exploited the gap. They thought showing two players tons had forced the rotate, and they were right. But not with the bomb. The rotate towards long. Woxic with a 180. That high sensitivity pays dividends in the pistol.
Well, just Golden remaining. He has got a small chance of doing this. He gets the first kill, but he's got a second player to deal with towards the mid doors. Surely they're challenging here. This would be a nightmare if he gets this kill. He has a chance now. USP claimed, 2 versus 1. Voxic and Chris J hold towards top and middle. They have control of C4.
A minute on the clock. He has so many options. He could even go all the way around through B tunnels if he wanted to take a duel, which might be a little bit more advantageous for him. The worst thing he could do is go long. That would be the absolute worst decision Golden could make right now, and he's keeping it open. He's going through middle. Just 2 shots to find. The USP now, it's evened up this range battle. Don't worry so much about the HP.
Well, comes down to the one tabs here. Chris J watches the bomb like a hawk. Now he's been spotted. That's going to be it. Nice crossfire, good positioning there from Mousesports, and another pistol in the bag. They converted the first half to a 3-0 lead. Can they do the same here, knowing the force buy comes in either now from Fnatic or the next with AKs?
It'll be in the next, because we've noted that Fnatic, when they don't get the plant on pistol round, they just go with the standard full eco with those Glocks, right? They get round 2 out of the way as quickly as possible, and then with round number 3, we've seen them buying on in here. But that second shot from Woxic was absolutely everything. That was wild.
Golden's gone for a Deagle armor combination here.
Curious.
So we'll see whether he's going to use his long spawn to any sort of effect. Makes himself close, but absolutely wrecked there by the flashbang of Carrigan. Frozen's MP9. I see what he's doing there. He had the long spawns, wanted to have a bit of armor to go with it. So he could actually challenge, maybe take a couple of grenades, go for the 1D. Didn't work out, and now they need to try and get the bomb down if possible. It's gallivanting up and towards the A side, but it's been dropped down. Not short, round over, and just Flusher remains.
We wanted to see more from Woxic, right? We've been singing his praises when he does very well, but it's been the Frozen and Rops duo that's been lighting it up for Mouse.
Yeah.
Woxic has just hit, like, I know it was against Glocks just then, but the second shot he hit here as well, just nice little flick. That first one, not even the second one. That was nice. He's looking like he's getting on form right here. So these are really good signs for Mousesports.
Yeah, remember we said it towards the end of Overpass. Even though the map was over, Voxic winning a 1v3, Frozen winning a 1v3. These are confidence-building plays, and that shows them they're still capable of winning big rounds and moving on to their map pick now, looking very good. Both pistols in the bag, but here comes the force buy from Fnatic. That third round AK purchase, and they've swung for the fences, going towards long, but Carrigan gets his 21st frag at the top of the table so far, and he runs away.
Chris J did it again, by the way, worth mentioning. He knows he's going up against the full AKs on this bonus round of sorts, and instead of investing into a new weapon, he's just gone for Deagle and utility.
Yeah,
it gives him $5,000 in his bank account, which I think is Mousesports' band-aid solution to the fragile CT economy.
And not only that, they took a gamble stack off of it, right? They knew they had these lower weapons, so they hedged 3 players over towards B. The fact that Carrigan gets an opening kill through the smokes against the AKs, that's just a bonus right here for Mousesports. Things are looking fantastic over there.
Yeah, this couldn't be better now. Barely took any damage for the first kill. Golden's gone, the in-game leader removed. JW, though, a chance towards short. Woxic steps, times it well, gets the shot, M4 connects, and Carrigan now looking for his second. The smoke is pretty woeful as they try and cross over. It's all they've got there. The flashbang's perfect, Crim's fighting back.
Good gap. He fills it with bullets, but Chris J, he lines it up and hits 2 fantastic Deagle shots. Another one onto Brolan. He's chipping away at both of them. Now a headshot connects. Mousesports, this bonus round, this Deagle he's deliberately decided is all he needs. And it has proven to be effective. Mousesports, oh my goodness, the molly burns him. He turns away from the flash. And another for Chris J. Double kill, the most frags alongside Woxic.
He gets a Krieg, $9,000, can certainly drop the AWP if required. And we get ourselves a 12-6 scoreline where Fnatic have no choice but to partially invest. Lost bonus will be a $3,400 going forward, but Chris J getting it done again. Of course, it's the headshot, gets 2 in total, closes things out. It all starts to make sense now as he collects the Krieg. So, a few smokes. We said it would be a partial investment. This is more knocking on the door of an eco. They've only got a couple of sets of Kevlar. Long spawn does not find the initial headshot. Good try from Flusher. But this is looking like a 13-6.
Yeah, Flusher's done everything he possibly can in this game, especially on that CT side to try and keep them in it. You could see even there within that round towards the A side, trying to juke around the flashes and stay alive for as long as possible. But now it's Fnatic's turn to see if one of these cat pouncers can spare them any fruit. We saw it happen for Mouse, but it had the AWP buy behind it.
So all they can really do, smoke the catwalk, smoke the CT boxes, flash over, send everyone up, and hope these AWP shots miss. The flashbangs are crucial. So there's a CT box smoke. Actually goes CT spawn, so that's missed. Whether they want to jump down, I'm not sure, but I think they wanted to get it for the cross here. Frozen's going to have so many kills available.
Oh, nobody's looking. It's an absolute slaughter. 3 kills from Frozen with all body shots. That's testament to just how little Fnatic were expecting that one. Just hiding in the off angle. He has the shadows.
As soon as the smoke goes awry like that, it kind of causes a bit of communication problems. Everyone's not sure whether they still commit to it. Are they still waiting? Are they going to re-smoke it? And you can see they don't check common positions like that. Frozen recognized the missed smoke and manages to capitalize. Great stuff from him. As we go 13-6. Last few lives here for Fnatic from Dust 2. Shots through the door. Ambitious for the AK. No damage landed. And maybe just a B rush here with flashes. There's the first. Just waiting for the reaction. So they had 4 players on that side of the map. Mollied off through one flashbang towards the bomb side, but Chris J holds onto his can of flames here.
Fnatic are running out of chances, running out of lives. Looks like they intend to be running out of doors. They clear out the close with the flame. Roland continuing to show that B presence, wants to keep Chris J static, and well, that Molotov's done a lot of work, actually, just enticing him further forward. Yet to see the opening frag. Woxic seems primed to find it. Another Mousesports defensive opener.
Yeah, very basic approach here from Fnatic. Underwhelming start there. JW goes 4-17. Goes down first again. We'll have a look at his opening duel ratings in a second, see where he currently sits, but can't be too good for him. Either way now, 5 versus 4. Towards middle they go. Decent incendiary, but Frozen caught up in the chaos. We'll have to fall back here. Charm, they don't check Ross's position with scaffolding. Going for the big 4-man spray down. Frozen chimes in as well, but they deliver on all fronts. It feels like this map might be done.
Yeah, I think I'm having a similar suspicion. It looked like there was a very good chance. T-side does too, could forge a comeback, but oh wow, every single member of Mousesports is having no issues on this map. They chose to pick it, and we're seeing why. A victory versus Astralis yesterday to secure the grand final, and well, Dust 2 going swimmingly for Mouse here to keep things close. A charge.
Oh, is it at the B commitment this time? They were held off by the incendiary before. That's dropped again. Could just be the contact smoke. Make their way through. I think that's the only play they can make. They've got 1 player out towards middle, that's Crims. Oh, the nade could be everything. It doesn't quite land in the right position. Here they come, the full commitment, and the big spray down. Chris J on that Krieg. He manages to get 3.
It's done.
And Crims now limps in towards the B side. He might get a couple of kills here below HP, and he will do. He'll probably get a plant as well. Now we're on to something. Now a conversation can start, whether he can actually find an ace clutch.
Okay, that third shot's got me interested. My ears have perked up, my pupils have dilated, and Crims, his eyes are on the prize. Tapping at the head of Carrigan, can't convert. 15-6, a very valiant attempt from Mr. Crims. I want to see that third shot again. These are nice, opens up the sight, but that is just robotic.
Yeah, extra spicy there from Crims, but it's all in vain, I'm afraid, unless he wins that round. The score remains the same, 15-6. Map point for Mousesports and then map pick himself. And we'll take a tactical timeout for Mousesports here. Just going to be talking over their options. How do they close this one out? What are they up against? What kind of money are Fnatic got right now? And we know tenacity is even within the ranks of Fnatic here. They've got a lot of power with SMGs, pistols. And JW brings out the AWP again, 4-18. Glass cannon AWP on the T side. I don't think that's going to be saving the day here. A very slow performance from him on an AWP's paradise like Dust 2. In comparison, we have got Woxic, 21 kills. Considered to be one of the strongest snipers on Dust 2, delivering on all fronts.
Yeah, he found the opener as well in the 21st.
Carrigan, by the way, is 5-1 in opening duels. That's Carrigan.
Louise. Carrigan has come into this grand final a man with a mission.
Yeah, a man possessed at this stage. 103 ADR as well, at the very tippity top of the scoreboard. Amazing performance in Dust 2. No damage through the double doors at the start here. The boost does get JW his 5th.
Express delivery. Chris J will take the upgrade, and oh wow, not even double zooming. Hits a close quarter shot, and he can't find Crims. Anticipated, but Fnatic They do overrun middle, puts a lot of pressure on Robs. He would have to have quite the hero moment here. But Carrigan's flank is so well timed. Crimson is too aware. And it's just getting impossible for Robs. You can see the options were getting a little overwhelming, and this round will go Fnatic's way, albeit with only the one casualty.
Frozen will sit in CT spawn here. He's got the Krieg, and he might as well hold on to it. The round is certainly going in favor of Fnatic. Money, not a massive talking point here. They're going to be able to buy up next round. You want to hold on to that T-sided weapon if possible. Currently residing in CT spawn, but that was a very nice job there, especially for the likes of Crims. I'll be pulling this one back. It's going to require 9 rounds in a row. And at this point, 8. Frozen looking to cause any damage he can on the exit.
That'll work. Stops the AWP retrieval. Don't know if they wanted double AWPs for the T side, but...
Well, they gave it a go on the Mousesports side of
true.
things. If ever there was a map to give it a go, Train or Dust 2 would probably be in that conversation. And does he survive the Krieg? No, not quite. He still gets money for the next round being on the CT side there, but it would have been nice to have the Krieg going forward, might have sealed the deal. But they still have plenty of cash, of course. Frozen with $10,000, so he'll drop the AWP as we get into round number 23.
It's the same story as what we were feeling over there on Overpass. Right now, it's just a matter of time until Mousesports should close this out. It's the CT side. It's their map choice. You feel that they can take a couple of gambles. If they lose to a few gimmicky plays or nutmegs through smoke, you're not too worried about it because you think that this last round will be coming. So let's see if Fnatic can put 8 more on the board to take us to overtime here.
Yeah, they would have to play a perfect game in Counter-Strike at this stage. Not impossible, but very improbable. You see them make their way towards middle here, and there's no presence there right now from the CT side. Frozen looking to make up for that. Flashbang comes through. Enables Chris J to peek towards the Xbox area. Player there and spotted. Jumps up towards short.
Short control is Fnatic's. 3 smokes remaining, so could be the 2 we're used to seeing. Your Vanguard smokes, if you will.
Yeah, but Fnatic have missed those now a couple of times. But I'm going to be lining them up now. See if they can nail it. Smoke down towards CT spawn. JW inquiring that position with the AWP. Smoke's going down at this stage. This one looking better. First shot for Woxic though, looking to close things out. He's peering above, got one through the smoke, that's Crims. And he's baiting his teammate as well. Frozen towards the Gandalf position, is good for 1.
That could be enough to help Woxic out. Oof. It's actually Carrigan taking down Golden. Looks like Mousesports have done enough. JW, a tag, it's just not enough, it's insufficient. 16-7. We see Mousesports take it.